Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta Dot Exchange. What a volatile market. So this is how I started yesterday also, and today also the same thing. Today it is even more volatile than yesterday. Yesterday at least, in the morning it went up and then came down one way selling one way. And the last half an hour, there was some recovery and the Nifty closed almost flat. And today morning, when the market opened, on the back of positive global cues, today morning also, South Korea market was at all-time high. The Japanese market was at a fresh all-time high. And yesterday, US markets went higher. And despite that, we went higher in the morning, but within 15-30 minutes, the market came under selling pressure. That too, what kind of a selling pressure? Nifty moved more than 70-80 points, 6 times in less than 3 hours. Morning market started at 9:15. By 12:30, 6 times market went up, came down, went up, came down. It was such a volatile day. Nobody understood why this is happening, because today morning we thought market will have some kind of a bullish view. That's because yesterday, though markets were so volatile, though Nifty fell nearly 250 points from intraday high to low, but both FIIs and DIIs were net buyers. FIIs were buyers for about 3,000 crores. Domestic institutions were buyers for about 5,000 crores. So totally they have put 8,000 crores. Imagine institutions had to pump in 8,000 crore just to keep the market flat. And that means who is selling? It is the retail people. But why retail people? And the two retail people selling for such a big amount, 8,000 crores in a day. There is only one possible answer. Maybe some big retail people, they have taken a lot of positions expecting the market to go higher. Because in the last 4 or 5 years, as and when market goes down, uniformly in the next 6 months or to 1 year, market goes higher. With that hope, a lot of retail people have taken leverage to buy the shares. What they call it as a margin trade funding. Either they take funding from brokers or through some other sources. And they do pay interest for the leverage amount. Now the market for more than a year and more than 1.5 years we can say, and not going anywhere. So these people might not be losing money in market, but their interest cost alone keep on adding. But on top of which stocks are also falling. And mostly these are the people who buy mid caps and small cap stocks. And they are all like falling. Most of them good quality mid caps have fallen 40-50% very easily. Like stocks like Dixon Technology, and then my favorite stock, Jyoti Laboratories. These are the stocks have already fallen 40-50% from the peak, of course. But even if these people have bought, like even if it has fallen 15-20%, they're already sitting with a 20-25% loss plus interest cost will be adding. So probably there is some kind of unwinding maybe happening from that retail level. So otherwise, what to explain? FIIs are buying, DIIs are buying, but still markets are falling. Then if both of them are buying, then who is selling? So like somebody is buying, there must be a corresponding selling. So it's a good sign that the weaker bulls have to be thrown out of the market. So then only the next leg of the rally can be sustainable and powerful. So in that view, the next leg of the rally, as and when it comes, we will know through the technical analysis. But in fact, one time last month already it has indicated long, but miserably failed. Maybe next time when it shows long, let us hope market rallies. If you look at 2025, from May to September, for 5 months, Nifty has given 0 return. Right? But in October 1 month alone, Nifty shot up 6%. October low to October high, it was a 6% higher. So sometimes markets, can give zero return for 5 months, 6 months. Then in 1 month, the entire rally will come to compensate the time correction. The same way right now, from last October till now, end of February, almost 5 months, market has given zero return only. So who knows, maybe in just 1 month time, just like what happened last October, markets may rally 6-7% and the market may be going towards 27,000. But as of now, there are no signs of that. Look at HDFC Bank. And today, this year, high is 1,000 rupees. And today, it has broken 900 rupees. That means it has fallen more than 10%. Reliance Industries, this year high, I think is 1,612. Now it is 1,400 broken. That's a more than 12-13% fall. So number one stock, number two stock, these two stocks together has about 25% weightage, and both the stocks are on an average fallen more than 10%. And then not to talk about ICICI Bank, ITC, and all the IT stocks. All the IT stocks have fallen, like 40%, 50% from their peak. The overall picture looking very, very bad. And then FMCG, another underperformer for the last 1.5 years. Yes, FMCG index fell yesterday also. Today also it fell. And the only sector that did well yesterday as well as today in this volatile market is the auto industry. That's because, the people say the highest number of vehicles have been registered. So that's having some kind of a positive effect in auto stocks. And otherwise, HDFC Bank is very, very pathetic. In just 2 months, fallen 10%. And same is the case with Reliance Industries also. As usual, I keep 5 stocks in my watch list. TCS, Infosys, which are okay today. Reliance, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank. And ICICI Bank, recovered to some extent today. So overall, the market sentiment is really very bad. And look at the put-call ratio. And put-call ratio is at 0.63. So that means that more calls are written than the puts aggressively. And also there is another thing, people are fearing what if the war breaks out between US and Iran. And if that news comes, you may remember on February 24, 2022, when the Russia-Ukraine war broke out, that happened to be an expiry day here in India. The Nifty gap down, Bank Nifty gap down. It was a very big problem. So what seasoned players are doing, they are keeping only the call options open, and the put option, they are exiting at the end of the day, and then they are retaking the same position if they want the following day. The following day, definitely market gives some chances. It's not that, probably market may go down or may not go down, but the probability of market gap up, sustaining that gap up looks very, very difficult, especially after looking at the last 2 trading sessions. And both the trading sessions started very well, but could not sustain the gain. So that is the picture right now. So even today, South Korean market hit a fresh all-time high. Japanese market hit fresh all-time high. But despite that, there's a huge selling is happening today. So we have to wait for the FII data today. So I do not know, but market is looking bearish. Weaker bulls are being thrown out. So once all the weaker bulls thrown out, the market will bottom out somewhere and the market may resume its rally. But 5 to 6 months is really a very, very long time of consolidation. But the longer the consolidation, as and when market breaks out, the rally will also be powerful. In fact, last month, technically it had shown long, but it failed miserably. So next time, if it shows long, So definitely market should make a bigger move. So my expectation is that over a period of next 2 to 3 months, Nifty should touch 27,000 at some point of time. When it is going to happen, how it's going to happen, how fast it's going to happen, all that, we have to keep watching. And just imagine if TCS and Infosys recovering is ruled out, but if HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and Reliance Industries, all these three stocks recovered all their losses it has made in last 2 to 3 months. And then that alone will take Nifty by about 800 to 900 points on the higher side. When these three stocks recover, I'm sure other stocks will also be joining. That can take the market to something like 1,500 points. So just like what happened last October, so there is one big up move is due, but we need a confirmation. So as of now, there is no confirmation. Coming back to the short-term trade, just for 2 days, this year, this week, first week of March, Tuesday is a holiday. So therefore, we have only 4 trading sessions and 2 trading sessions gone. We have only 2 more trading sessions. And then 25,500 itself is having a huge open interest among the calls. And 25,500, 25,600, 25,700, 800, across the board, huge calls are written. And I think, 25,700 is going to be a good resistance. I think 25,700, it was trading around 40, 45 rupees. The thing is, Nifty has to at least take out 25,700, which is a 50-day exponential moving average. And then 25,800. If Nifty takes out 25,800, so probably technically the Nifty can become a long. So I will inform you as and when that happens. But right now, market is bearish. But at the same time, people are avoiding selling put options because of war fear between US and Iran. So that is the picture right now. So let us see what is going to happen tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.